Morning everyone, bright and early, 8 AM. Let's crack on. Right, while we are, oh, I should have bought the shed keys, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? Right, what we're going to do today, while we're waiting on my, I don't know what I'm going to do about the Kimco, so while I'm sort of deciding what I'm going to do, I thought we'd have a play around with this Keeway. I don't know what I'm going to do with this either, but I have got a new carb for it, as regular watchers will know. So at the very least, I'd like to get that on and see if we can get this running today. So we'll get the cover off that and crack on. Before I do that, my missus is having a go at me. She's saying that the trainers, I've got an old pair of trainers that I wear just for messing about in the shed, and she says I look like a tramp and it won't look good on camera and I should throw them away. I'm not throwing them away, they've got years of wear left in them. Nothing wrong with them. What's she talking about? Anyway, let me grab my keys, get this cover on and we'll crack on. Right, as I said earlier, don't know what I'm going to do with this, but rooting through my stash, dust on that, I found this. I don't think this bike's going to suit this sort of conversion though. Now, I'll tell you what the problem is. These bikes, well, these bratty style bikes only look good if you've got that seat flat. So it would have to go flat, it would have to sit right up there, unless I could hack off the back. It's got, see, the back end kicks up so high on that, it's just, yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Ah well, it was a thought. Right, carb, let me dig that out. Right, and if when I put this carb on, I find I've got no spark again, that'll be 3 in a row, that'll be time to sell everything, give up biking. Well, maybe not that drastic, but anyway. Right, what we got here? Is that the right one? I assume so. Mikuni says on the side of this carb. Yeah, if that's a Mikuni, my trainers are Prada. I take it doesn't matter the orientation of that thing. Can't get the bugger on. Just take you guys back there a bit. What's that for? obviously the throttle. Or is it? Oh, that's the bloody choke. Oh, of course it's not the choke, it'll be a plank. That's the choke, obviously. What's that for then? Some sort of vacuum feed, is it? I don't know. Probably going to have to dig out the old one. Right. Get on your bugger. Screwdriver. Well, that is so bloody tight going on, it shouldn't leak. Gotcha, you bugger. Okay. Yeah, so that is the choke. So where the bloody hell's the throttle then? It's exactly the same airbox as the Zontes. Identical, absolutely identical. We'll take that out. I suppose all these Chinese manufacturers just source all their parts from the same supplier, presumably. That's fucked anyway. It's all galled out there. Probably a new airbox required. Bit of rust down there. I'm not even sure I've got the right carb, to be honest, guys, because that choke connector, hang on, is that? Yeah, that choke connector is totally different. Totally different. In fact, the choke is totally different. Yeah, this might be a short-lived video. Let's get it on anyway. Either way, I'm sure it could be made to work. Right. I'm just going to turn you off for 5 minutes, guys. I mean, it physically fits, obviously. It could probably be made to work. But I'm going to try and, not much hope of this, but I'm going to try and find out what I've done with the old one and just do a side-by-side comparison. So give me 5 minutes to figure out where the hell I've put that. And we'll come back. Right, I found the old one. They are pretty much the same, as you can see. This one here obviously being the old one, this one being the new one. Now the differences are That's got a manually operated choke. This one, if we can back to the bike, has got that as a cable operated choke. Now I'm assuming that I can just unscrew that manually operated choke there and screw in my cable operated choke. So I'm going to get that bolted on, get it bolted onto the bike and see if everything fits. I'm going to unscrew that and see if yeah, hang on, let me get some tools. Yeah, I think that's going to be fairly straightforward. So I've loosened that off. Looks like that manual choke, I can get hold of it, just screws out, and then what have I done with it? That cable operated one, in theory, because it does look different now. See, the plunger is a lot bigger, so is that going to be a problem? Who knows? If it is, I suppose I can just convert back to manual choke. It's not a big issue. Now let's just see if that goes. Does it fit? Is it the same thread? I reckon it's going to be. Yeah. Right. I'm going to bolt this carb on, and we might go for a start up. Right. Back soon. Yeah, I mean that's it seems to be clamping down at the edges and bowing out in the middle. I suppose we'll wouldn't it be irritating if the old one was doing that as well, and that's why it wasn't running properly, and I didn't need a new carb after all. I can't remember how. I do remember I had it started and it weren't running very well, but I would have to look back at the video to find out exactly what the issue was. Anyway, that's on there. Right, that's the choke. So what, is that a vacuum? No, I know what that is. That's going to be the from the air injection valve, isn't it, surely? Right, let's get that in there. How the hell are you meant to get a spanner in to tighten that? That's ridiculous. I reckon I'm going to be unbolting the carb again and bolting that on first. There is nothing I can get on there to bolt that up. Yep, that's exactly what I've got to do. Right, I'm going to get this carb bolted on off camera. You don't need to see that, and then we'll come back. Okay, the carb is on. Obviously not tried it yet. I have jerry-rigged a battery on there, and I've got my fuel pipe and my little pot of fuel. So this is one. This is a. What bloody hell's that for? Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to work because it's. I think it's a suction vacuum feed, and I'm not sure just filling the bowl up will work. try. Get it back there. So I'm just going to fill that pipe up with fuel. Can't see any leaks so far. Right, took about half that bottle, just under, just see what happens. Bit of choke. Sounds a cracking engine actually. It's even idling. Genuinely, I hadn't tried that before. That's just started straight up. Now what couldn't a bloody Kimco do that, eh? It actually sounds quite good. Let's have a working dashboard. 17,565 miles. Probably should have checked the oil, I didn't. Going to run out of fuel in a minute. Probably pinched the clutch cable off this actually for the Zontes. Ah well, got a new one on order now anyway. I'm running out of fuel, what's wrong with you? I want it to run out of fuel because I don't want any fuel left in the car. Although it is E5, not E10. Looks like we've got a similar problem to what Nat had with that tyre. That is rotten. Absolutely rotten. What's the back one like? Don't look so bad. I'll have to give it a proper look over though. Back light works. What's the indicators do? No horn. We've got indicators. Paid a lot of money for this bike though. Now there she goes. Yeah, I think I paid, if I remember rightly, I paid 180 quid Probably got stiff there, to be honest with you. But yeah, what ideally I need is another bike, another donor bike, just to make it worthwhile doing this up. Because if I start buying yes, I remember now. Yeah, the wheels are bent on it. Yeah, that could put paid to this ever going back on the road again, unless I can get some cheap ones. Yeah, I think what I need for this is a donor bike, and then we can probably think about getting it put back on the road. One thing I do like, there's a tank rubber there, better pick that up. Yeah, one thing I do like all about it is it's not got the original handlebars, it's got pit bike handlebars on it. Now I'm all for originality, but when you sit on this bike and hold those handlebars, it really does give it a nice feel, a nice stance, so I do like them. But yeah, anyway, there it is, guys. Like I say, no idea what I'm doing with it yet. Any ideas? I'm all ears. Stick them in the comments. Right, we'll leave it there for now. Cheers. Do you know what, guys? I'm sorely tempted to start going crazy with this Keeway, because a couple of years ago I was thinking of making a brat style, bobber style bike. I was originally going to do it at the Zontes. Decided it wasn't suitable, and as you probably know, I ended up getting a donor bike and putting that back to standard. However, in my quest to do the Zontes, I did buy a seat and a tank with regards to doing this bobber thing, and now I'm tempted to do it on the Keeway, and I've just pulled the tank out that I bought, and there's the seat there. I've just mocked them up there just to sort of get an idea of what it looks like, and I'm sorely tempted. I have got to get that back end down a lot more though. That seat is sitting way too high. But yeah, what do you think, guys? Should I go crazy with it? Still needs new wheels. Apart from that, the other thing as well is it doesn't fit on these tank rubbers either. I'd have to mock something up to make that fit. You know, I've taken the rubbers off. Got them in my hand here, and even with them off, it still don't fit on. I've also got this, which I bought, which is a seat hoop. So if I did cut the back end off, you know, I've got the seat hoop to weld in there. Yeah. Oh, so tempting. Yeah. Bollocks. Yeah, every bike I do, I tend to put them back to standard. I never do anything creative or crazy. And this bike, yeah, okay, I think it probably owes me a couple of £100, but that was a long time ago. It's not expensive that I'm desperate to get back. I might just go crazy with this one. What about side panels though? I've got the original side panels somewhere. No, I don't think that's one. Is that one? Nah. Oh, I've spilled fucking oil off shit all over the place. What have I done with them? Ah. Yes. Is that the one? I think it is. I really don't know. I mean, once I've hacked that back end off, That's it, there's no going back. I'll give that some thought. Anyway, catch you later guys, cheers. Right, I've been having to think about what to do with this bike, and here's my decision. I am, without him even knowing it, going to put the decision in Charlie, the motorcycle rescuer's hands. How am I going to do that, you might ask? Well, here it goes. Charlie has, via one of his friends, Gary I think, a Keeway, which I believe is an insurance write-off. Now I've just dropped Charlie a message asking if he's still got this Keeway, and if he has and I can acquire it, then this is going back to standard. If on the other hand he says no, it's not available, or it's at a price I'm not willing to pay, or it's been scrapped or repossessed by the insurance company or whatever, if for whatever reason I can't get my hands on it, then I'm taking the angle grinder to this and we're going to go crazy. So Charlie, if you're watching mate, you don't know it, but the fate of this bike is in your hands.